Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Highruler and today's video is going to be talking about Marvel's Avengers. And it's been a while since I've done a video talking about the War Table Weekly blog. It's been probably 6-7 months. Now today's video, guys, is not going to be talking about the roadmap and the lack of news there, because I think that's a separate video. And honestly, maybe it does deserve a separate video where I kind of predict that maybe it's going to be February, if not the beginning of March, where we're going to get a Square Enix Presents. Because frankly, guys, Final Fantasy Origins Stranger Paradise comes out in the middle of March, and I would like to think Square Enix might do something that is a deep dive focus for that game, similar to what PlayStation does, and then tack on some news, for other games in their portfolio, right? So maybe look towards February before you start seeing any sort of movement out of Marvel's Avengers. Now, with that being said, that is not the focus of today's video. Today's video is actually going to be centered around the fall from grace of the weekly blog, because once upon a time, guys, the weekly blog actually started here, went to here, and now it's here, right? Because what they did is they had a lot of fluff at the beginning, right? Kind of like, here's your modifiers, yada, 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 right? If anyone was here at the beginning, I read those every week, right? But then they shifted focus, right? At one point, the weekly blog had like some pretty good information on development updates, right? Some things to expect. Now, what we're seeing here is once again the fall from grace around the weekly blog, right? So for example, the last time they did a development updates was the 8th of December, right? Just after we got the patch with the Raid and Spider-Man, when a lot of things went wrong, right? So they kind of said, hey, like, we're going to do some things here, and then we're going on holiday break, but we're still going to tackle bugs and issues, right? Now, after that, we've had the 68 weekly blog, right? So that was, I think that was when they were on holiday break. But then we had number 71, which was on holiday break. And then we had this one, which was last week, for example, right? Now, what you're going to see here is there's a lack of development updates. Now, I'm going to say, okay, this one, holiday break. This one, holiday break. This one, they're back, right? Now, the problem with this one is that when we go through it, it's skin, 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 photo mode, photo mode, photo mode, skin, 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 for example, right? Now, here's the issue, is that last week, Brian Wagner was on the Xbox third-party stream, and I was in chat, and I was doing my own stream, and I had to basically bug the PR guy to find out if there was going to be a patch this week or not. And then he says, yes, we are going to be having a patch next week, which is this week, right? And we still don't know when it's going to be. We still don't know what's going to be in it. And that's the issue, because right now you have a game that has a lot of bugs. Let's just call it as it is. Whether it's the crashing or the disconnecting, whether it's perks don't work, whether it's the health bug, whether it's the campaign bug, right? There are things that aren't working in your game. And when I have to go into a third-party stream to find out if there's a patch, I think that's a failure of communication, right? The problem with this is that there is a template already for development updates, right? Maybe change development updates to outstanding issues, right? Maybe do that, where you can talk about some of the outstanding issues that you guys are working on, right? Because in that same stream, Brian says that him and someone else were actually working on the Sonic wall, but he never said progress or anything, but he did say that just that day or the day before that they were working on it, right? Now, obviously, the average person can say, okay, they're obviously working on this stuff. Why does it matter? Great question. Because I think to the average person, they want to be informed about the progress that they're making on some of these bugs, right? Especially some of the ones that are a little more outstanding, like the health bug, for example, right? Because right now, it seems like there's always going to be an issue somewhere that pops up in the game, right? If you play Marvel's Avengers for 3-4 hours, you're probably going to run into at least 2, 3, 4 issues, and I think that's an issue. So I think, honestly, what they need to start doing, once again, and I know you guys are watching this, is that you need to start basically saying, okay, what can we update our players on every week, right? I hate to say it, but this week at Bungie is a very good kind of example of communication done right? Whether it's kind of updates on some of the littler things or some of the updates on the bigger things, I think there's a template there that you guys can follow, right? I'm not asking for you guys really to say, hey, our roadmap is going to come here, blah, 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 blah. What I'm asking for is to update us on some of the work being done on some of these bugs that are outstanding and are impacting our games, right? I don't know what the readership is for this. I don't know how many people read this. I don't know if that's a chicken or egg scenario at this point. I really don't know. What I do know is that there's a lack of clarity around patches, bugs, fixes, and things that are happening. when your patch notes are optimizations have been made or whatever you guys have posted sometimes, that's not clarity around what you're doing. That's not clarity around what you're fixing, right? There's a lack of clarity with this game and with your patches sometimes. And even if your patches are 3 things, 4 things, let players know what those are. I think right now there has to be kind of an update process to allow your players to understand the things that are being worked on. Because right now we are going through these issues. And that's the worst part, right? When you're going through these issues and you don't know if a patch is coming here or don't know if a patch is coming there, right? You can say, hey, we have a patch targeted for this week and we have these fixes targeted, but please wait for the official patch notes before confirming these things, right? So maybe something slides out, maybe something slides in. At least players have an idea of when a patch is going to come, right? I have players in my Discord being like, so is the patch going to be coming today or tomorrow or Thursday? And the answer is no one really knows. And that's kind of an issue at that point, right? I'm not asking you guys once again to give me a full kind of crazy breakdown of the weekly blog into so many different things. Just put back the development updates. Let people know what is going on with those development updates, right? Once again, I don't care if you guys put the roadmap stuff on there, right? I know you guys aren't too, so I don't need to know that, hey, we're working really hard on our next hero, wink, wink. I don't care. Let me know what you're working on when it comes to fixing the game, and we'll cross the roadmap bridge when we get there, hopefully sooner rather than later. I'm kind of a split mind, guys, whether to post this video or not. I am going to end up posting it, but I don't know if this is something that needs to be said anymore. I don't know. I haven't done one of these in a while where I'm looking at their communication style, but I know that there's a lot of people out there who are looking at their communication right now and saying the silence is deafening, and maybe that's where we're at. So if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments, and I can't wait to read all of them. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, night. Take care of yourselves. Later, guys.